stopping by SB Artistry today. I hope that all of you are doing amazing right now. I am so excited to share this with you guys. I know that it has been so long since I've put a new video up for you guys, but I'm back. I'm sorry for my long absence, but I have a few new projects to share with you all, and I'm super stoked. So, what I have for you today is my signature contribution to a group journal. And just to refresh your memory, in case you've forgotten or you don't really know what I'm talking about, my friends and I have an ongoing group project where we create a large keepsake journal for each person in the group. So what we do is each person will create one signature to contribute to one whole book. Then everyone sends their signature to a designated person who will then create the cover and bind the signatures and send the book to the recipient. And this time, I'm so excited. This time it's my turn for a journal, and I just loved the theme that I chose, so I really wanted to create a signature for it. My theme is basically medical oddities, and I'm thinking along the lines of Victorian era medical study and everything that goes along with it. It's something I'm very interested in, and I cannot even explain how excited I am to see what everyone has created for my book. I'm super happy. So I wanted to just do a little video of my signature to have a record of it. And yeah, I need to send this off as soon as possible. So, like I said, the theme is medical oddities. So I want to give you guys a warning ahead of time. If you get queasy or this kind of thing bothers you, there are some morbid medical diagrams and information and ephemera in this signature. So if you can't deal, I will catch you on the next video. It's all good. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, I just want to quickly show you some charms that I put together. I decided to just go ahead and add them to the chain so that she can, it'll be a little bit easier for her, I guess, but she can move these around and do with the charms what she wants. But you guys know that I just have to make charms for my journal, so I've got a number of little potion bottles, and this one even comes with a dosing spoon. And yeah, just a lot of fun stuff. I've taken out some Halloween supplies and grabbed all of the stuff I've been saving to create a journal of this type of theme. And this is one of my favorite things that I did. It's a two-sided eyeball that I made, and I kind of just painted it and made it look all creepy and weird and threw it in a specimen dome here. So that's some charms. And then I did not add this into the journal because it was so thick, but maybe she can figure out something cool to do with this. This is a, like, an example, not example, like, oh my goodness, of course, it's been a while since I've filmed, so I've forgotten words. But these are some wrapping bandages, and then I have, from one of my old medical books, a page on various types of wrapping, and this cute sticker here. So I'm going to throw the charms and stuff in an extra bag for her to use just in case. And yeah, so I also made this sort of like bookmark thing. I put it on a long chain, and she can attach it to the book. However, I'm really excited to see what she does with the extra pieces as well. It's a female body. And then just to give you a better idea of what the story of my signature is about, I stumbled across the story of a pair of conjoined twins named Millie and Christine McCoy, and they were born in Columbus County, North Carolina, which is where I grew up, I spent the majority of my childhood and life in that area. And so this story is really close to my heart. So I decided to make my signature mostly about them. It's just the story that I'm going with here is that there is a doctor in the late 1800s who is studying um, different things, and he has a fascination with parasitic and conjoined twins, and he discovers the story of Millie Christine and just becomes absolutely enthralled with their story. And so he's studying all that he can because he wants to eventually meet these girls and try to help them. And so I've got just a printout of the Wikipedia very short biography of these girls, these lovely ladies, let me say. And these girls were born in the 1850s, I believe, and died in 1912. So they lived, a good amount of time. They didn't die too young. So that, that I think it's pretty cool because of the era that all of this was happening. Um, I can't imagine being born with any birth defects or anything during that time frame. But here is my signature. Of course, it's unbound here, so there's going to be a lot of sliding around. I've got the main digital kit that I used is from Stacy's Stories on Etsy. It's called Vintage Science and Forensics Digital Kit. I also used a few pieces of ephemera from Tailor Made Journal's Halloween ephemera junk journal digital kit. And yeah, so, and then basically the rest of this is like almost all Tim Holtz ephemera pieces. So here's the cover. I made a little shaker for the cover. Got some cool little metal pieces here. Look at all the stuff off the side. I was trying to make it look very old, very used, and super fun, of course. So on the first page, I've got this layered fabric pocket here. Let me move into frame better for you guys. And this is a photograph of Millie and Christine. You can see they were conjoined in near their tailbone area. Lovely little ladies. And then I've got a file envelope here with a tag. I really enjoyed using some of these newer Tim Holtz miniature stamp kits. They came in really handy for something like this. And inside I've got another vintage or older book page. The muscles of the back and arms, which our doctor might find useful. And I originally wanted to do sort of like a Dr. Watson's journal type of thing. So it's sort of a combination of that. There are some pieces of ephemera with Dr. Watson on here, in here. But it's the same time era that he would have been living on Baker Street. So kind of cool. Here's another photograph of Millie Christine, and these ladies were renowned for quite some time. They were known as the Two-Headed Nightingales, the eighth wonder of the world. Their story is quite fascinating, but it is a little difficult to find a lot of information about them. Here I've just got a snippet from an old medical dictionary. Double pockets here with windows. And each tag will have a particular body part that's being studied. There is the rib cage and parts and pieces. And on the backs of a lot of the items that I made, I've got either snippets from book pages, or I've written out doctor's notes, quote unquote, where the doctor would have been studying that particular body part. Here's the second tag. This one is about the arm. Here you can see some doctor's notes and a little bloody fingerprint there. little skeleton hand. And my doctor is a clean doctor, very clean and organized, but I thought it would be fun to add some bloody fingerprints and stuff for aesthetic purposes, so I did do that, as you can see here. Floating here, we've just got some medical illustrations of the feet. And there's a fold out here. This is a leg bone, the femur, I believe. And then this tag about the leg. And then on the back is a pocket. And we've got another diagram here. And then some more doctor's notes there. And then also I've got attached to the tag some bones. So here's a big one, and then this little tiny one. Look how cute that is. So cute. I knew I was saving those little charms for something special. And then I've got another charm here, paper clip. It says Curious Oddities. This is a book page from a medical book, and all the lines and notes in here are from whoever owned this book previously. I believe it's from the 50s, and they were taking notes, so that was pretty cool. Piece of ephemera from the Digi Kit, and this really cute little skeleton guy that I've been saving for a long time. Just loved him. And then this will spin as well. And I put the voltage in here, even though there were lots of advances in the late 1800s, early 1900s in the medical world. I still wanted to put that in there because those things were still being used in some areas that weren't as advanced as others. This is a page made out of envelopes, and I've got this little tag and pocket here that I made. This is arsenic and information and antidote on the back. This is just an embossed little skull here. And since our doctor is so fascinated with Millie and Christine, he is also studying other conjoined twins and also children born with parasitic twins attached. So we've got information about other ones as well. This is Chang and Eng. These were real people, very famous brothers, Chang and Eng. It was so fun making this signature here. Here we have a prescription that was sent from John Watson to Dr. Hyde in 1872. On the back is the prescription and his little notes and stuff. I just had fun with it, you guys. And here is the bottle of acid and a little tiny tag, as my friend April says. And lots of coffee dyed paper, and everything's just super distressed. These I'm really excited about. I wanted to make some like large slides for all of these x-ray photographs that I had, so I just took some coffee dyed file folders. I've stamped on them and inked them, added a lot of those little Tim Holtz stamps, and this is tracing paper that's been distressed. Sorry, it's not focusing. And here is an x-ray of the rib cage, or radiograph, I should say, since the time. And then these are doctor's notes. I'm trying to read it's posterior, anterior views. Okay. And there are, there's one more of the x-ray slides in the book. A little sticker here. Sorry, it's not in frame very well. We've got a charm here with a bottle with a pill in it, and I got this from a jar of stuff I got at the flea market, so that's pretty cute little resin piece. And then this is a vintage dollhouse prop, but it works. How adorable is that? I had to put that in there. It's another layered fabric pocket here, and this is apothecary information. So these are some from Tailor-Made Journals digital kit, and then we've got another random piece of ephemera with some really nice fingerprints on there. And then this is a page from the medical book that's all about apothecary weights and measures and how to convert those measurements. And then there's another pocket here with another tag. I loved layering these vellum pieces here. This is all about nitric acid, and on the back we've got information about that. And I did all the things that I scribbled down. It's actual words. I just made it kind of sloppy so you couldn't read it. On this page, I've got paper clipped a flyer for Millie Christine. So they were sold into slavery as young children and basically were bought and moved from place to place, separated from their family, then rejoined with their family. They had quite a life, quite a life. This is from Da Vinci's notebooks. This is a little piece of information about a man born with a parasitic twin attached, and I believe that was from the 1600s. And I've got a little folder here made with Tim Holtz wallpaper. State of mental wretchedness. Just with a little pocket inside. And these are the Tochi brothers. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Giovanni and Giacomo from Italy. And as you can see, they are conjoined. And a little bit of information, quote unquote, on the back. We've got a flyer for the Siamese twins, and then a piece of graphic 45 ephemera. See the Watson reference on there. I would love to make a Dr. Watson's journal. That would be so fun. Love this image. So I've inked it up, and I've got a lot of blood splatters, and this is a coffee dyed bag that I've sewn together as sort of a floating pocket. There's a piece of fabric there. This is embossed here, and inside of this side we've got information about the eye. I've got an eye chart, vision chart here, and then I've made like a little case file pocket here, just a little collage of stuff and information and doctor's notes on the back. And inside is just another book page from my medical book of information about the eye and how it works. So that was pretty cool, I thought. So that just tucks in there. And then on the other side, I've got this pocket on the inside here. We've got another flyer for Millie Christine. Thought this was weird. Mother's frights and infant's marks. Astonishing birth in history. So these ladies, because they had been sold into slavery and were being made to perform, they made the best of it. And they learned how to sing and dance in tandem and work together. I believe I read that one was an alto and one was a soprano. And so they learned to dance and play the piano and sing together. And on this side is a page describing different types of sutures. And of course this one is very bloody, because I just imagine the doctor in the middle of surgery saying, oh, I need to do this type of suture, and going in his journal to grab his notes. I don't know. Just had some fun with it. Really cool sticker there. This is just a floating piece of ephemera about the two-headed nightingale, the Carolina sisters. Funeral warehouse, undertaker, and embalmer down here. Here's the little Tim Holtz skeleton guy. Some undertaker information, and it's just a top tuck. This is a remnant of a glassine bag that I had left over. And here is a photograph of another little girls, conjoined twins, and information and fun stuff on the back side. Of course, it's not going to go back in when I'm on camera. Pharmaceutical chemist, it says. And here's the other side of the envelope page. And I've used an old paper clip there. Here is an embossed glassine envelope. Inside we've got information about the Carolina twins, and then another flyer. As you can see, these ladies were quite popular in their time. I was so excited to give homage to them in a journal and just have a bit of their history and story that I'll be able to keep with me. And you can see they are as older ladies. I believe they were in their late 50s, early 60s when they passed away. I can't remember exactly when they were born. And then on the back here, I've just got a layered bit of ephemera. Here is the second x-ray thing. It's getting all bent up. And this one is of the arteries in the head. We've got information here. Look how cool that filed stamp is. It makes it look so legit. Oh, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then on the other side, I've just got a tip in here, and then underneath is this sticker, and I used this because I thought it looked like a neuron. Isn't that just so creepy and cool? Love this image from Stacy's Stories digital kit. Really cool. And on the back, there is this another layered fabric pocket, and what I did is I just layered a bunch of stuff. There's some bloody fingerprints, of course, and then I was thinking maybe he's practicing different types of suture techniques, so I just added that little piece there. And in this pocket we've got another book page. This is a cross section of the body because he's studying a lot on the body parts where the girls were connected to each other, because he wants to be able to study them and help them. This is just an altered envelope here, and inside we've got part of their, they wrote the poetry and stories. They wrote their own biography, and this is part of what they wrote. And here is a photograph of another young girl born as a parasitic twin. I think this is pretty popular picture, so you guys may have seen that before. And then we've got two more pictures of Millie Christine. I love this one. It's so adorable. Look how cute they are. So cute. So that is that envelope. And last page, you guys, here is a diagram for an old type of tourniquet. And last page, there's a fabric pocket. Used up all my cool Halloween, like, anatomical fabrics, as you can see. Piece of Tim Holtz ephemera, blank on the back. And the last large tag layered with vellum. This one is about the head, and I loved this handle with care because so you can see it's signed by Dr. Watson. Excuse me. And we've got more information on the back. Here's another x-ray and diagram ephemera. And then on the top, we've just got a pin with the little head, the skull of that skeleton that I took apart for this signature. And then, oh, I forgot to show this. This one goes in this pocket here. It's just a fabric tag with the other embossed skull that I did. More vellum. And then we have a blood sample here with another filed specimen tag. Of course, it's not real blood. It's just Dilutions ink, actually. And I've even put some microbeads in there. I know it's going to be pretty difficult to see, but I was thinking over time, you know, blood starts to separate, the plasma separates and everything. So I put the microbeads in there to make it, well, hopefully make it look a little bit more realistic. Okay, and then last thing that was in this pocket is this miniature booklet that I made from glassine bag scraps. And this is one of the creepy, morbid things, so warning. But Since our doctor is so fascinated with conjoined and parasitic twins, he's studying them, so he needs to know all the information that he can about them. So just made a little booklet with any of the entries from my medical dictionary that I could find about any types of disorders that babies are born with that deal with the parasitic twin or conjoined twin that I could find, or any other things similar, of course. And here's the mermaid baby. And then the last page is just some foot defects, some foot birth defects. And that is my signature, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, for showing you that today. And yes, this is a live stream, and I'm sorry it's pre-recorded, so there will be no live chat. But yeah, I hope you guys like this, and I am so beyond excited to see my book all put together. So I really need to get this in the post, and that way she can get it as soon as possible to start binding everything together. And of course, when I get my book, I will surely show it off to you guys. I want you guys to see what my beautiful friends have created for me. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hoped you liked it. And if you have the time, do a little bit of research about the McCoy twins. It's very interesting, and it's just a really crazy story that's pretty close to my heart, because these ladies were born and are now buried in a county and in a city where I spent wasn't born there, but I did spend a huge chunk of my childhood there. So it's an area that's close to my heart, and I just had to, I guess, sort of dedicate my signature to their story, because I just find it so fascinating. But anyway, chat with me about it in the comments if you decide to look it up, and let me know what kind of info you find, and let me know what you think about everything. Of course, your opinions and thoughts are always so very much appreciated. And yeah, so that's it for me. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, or night. And don't forget, spread the love, you guys. Bye.